गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। आज हम लोग देखने वाले हैं ओडेजो प्रिज्म के कुछ यूज केसेस। सो वी आर हियर टू चेक द यूज केसेस ऑफ ओडेजो प्रिज्म which we recently launched. So what is Ordezo Prism? Ordezo Prism is a security first UI component library where you can use the UI tools and the components that will be required to code the front end of your website with utmost security and very low excesses attack risks or security vulnerabilities. So let's go to the website of Prism. So what we will need to do is we'll go to prism.odezo.com, and if you visit prism.odezo.com's website, then you can see a very good and clean aesthetic kind of look and feel of the site, as well as you can see what are the main features of Odezo UI or the Prism UI. That is the secure by default, it's fully accessible, it's framework agnostic, means we are focusing on truly pure development, core development in HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript. We are avoiding use of any third-party libraries or framework like React or Next, and we are focusing on core website development. Next, if we go, it is highly customizable, it's lightweight and fast, and it's a type safe props. Correct. Then what we can see that we have a contact uh, section. Here you can raise any query of yours so that we we and our team will reach you out accordingly. Correct. Now, how to use or how you can install this? So click over the GitHub link. You will get the complete GitHub repository, in which the entire project is being maintained. So it's open source, and we request developers to contribute their ideas over the project if they have any. In any of the new, they can add any of the new components, even find bugs and solve it. So it's completely open source, and we want new developers to contribute over it. Correct. Now let's go to the framework documentation. Now if we see the library documentation here, we can see what the components we are having. We are having buttons, we are having cards, we are having modal, we are having form, we are having navbar, we are having more or less the basic things that are required in the UI development. We will bring in more components weekly or monthly basis, and we also request you personally to bring in the more good ideas or components of UI, so that the entire environment or the repository, the environment of the project, and the growth of what is a Prism is good, so that people can shift to the more of a HTML CSS based code development, avoiding the excessive heavyweight frameworks, so that the code become easy, scalable, modular, and also secure, which is our first motto. So let's go with the button part. So what's the button? How we can? I will just explain how you can go through the documentation and implement it in your code, and later you can use any of the components that is mentioned as per the documentation part. So what we need to do is we need to go to GitHub. What I will do, I will just copy this HTTPS, and then I will clone it in my system. So let me to test. Okay, this one is open already. So yeah, this one is open. So what I will do, guys, I will just use just a minute. Let me just set it up. Okay, so what we will do is git clone, and we will clone the repository. So the repository will be cloned. आपको यहाँ पे रिपोजिटरी दिख जाएगा, यहाँ पे आपके कंपोनेंट्स एंड सारी चीज़ें हैं और प्रॉपरली अवेलेबल. तो इसके अंदर मैं एक HTML फाइल बना लेता हूँ जस्ट टू टेस्ट. सो लेट्स मेक इट index.html. लेट्स नेम इट index.html. So this is being created index.html. उसके बाद we can use the emmet abbreviation for boilerplate code and all. So I guess you guys, the folks viewing the video, have a prior idea about how to use this, because this is pretty basic. Emmet abbreviations are pretty basic kind of a thing. So I guess more or less people have an idea over it, right? So what we will do, we will go to the documentation part. What they are saying that we need to implement it. So let's just do that. What they are saying. So we will do it. Let me do it in the bottom of my body. So I have just use that Ordezo UI.js which is the base file or the file of entry of the means components that we will use, and we have the component codes over here. So this is the Ordezo UI.js, the main entry file. Now what we will do is, guys, we will code, right? Let's make a button, customizable button. So we have a very basic use case of ORZ button. So let's use this. So we have used this one, and let's go to the page, right? Let me just close this because I don't require this one. Okay, correct. So what we can do is we will just open this part and we'll open live server. So you can see a beautiful button coming over. So this is all controlled by our button. Now what else our button can be customized for? It has some core props which include the variant, label, disabled, size, type, loading, and icon, and all these you can study a lot. The documentation is very much well written and very much managed. So guys, please go through it to get the overall idea of each and every component that we develop. And this is made by means people has worked very hard, guys, to develop this documentation part. So I request you to follow it properly so that you understand how to use the components used in Ordezo Prism, correct? So we have Ordezo Danger variant, right? Let's just use this one. So what's this? Just a variant change. So we'll use this too. So what it does, it may make a danger button. Then we have a success button and all that. So let's go to something different. Let's use this one. This has some custom outlines as well. So let me just give it a push. Yeah. So let me just go there. So you can see it, the change. What we have done, we have given a text color, we have a hover BG color, we have given a hover text color, and we have given a label. So you can customize it accordingly what you want. Let's say I want press me, for example. So this is an example. So you can see this thing, this button coming, and you have also the text color and the hover BG color options. We have multiple props, right? You can use multiple props based on your use case and use utility, right? For example, we support hex, RGB, RGBA, HSL, HSLA. We also support name colors. So that's a very good thing, that it also support name colors in the props. Then we have events, guys. We have events, specifically ORZ colon click. We have the example as well how you can do it. So to give it a brief use case, so let me just add something. What I will do is, I will make a script. Just a minute. Script, quick code, and I will, sorry, script. Yes. So what I have done is, ORZ button is a query selector. ORZ button document.query selector. So each and every button has got that thing, and we have added an event listener that whenever the person will ORZ button is clicked, you just initiate this event, that is console.log button clicked. So if we refreshed refresh it, and if we see see the button clicked, original event, pointer event, primary, right? So we are getting this one, right? So this is the primary use case of the click thing, that you can just select the specific item, and when you click it, you will get the specific output. So this is the core theory, guys. You can also have, we also have multiple other components as well. We have tags. You can use tag as well. So let me use a basic tag also. Hmm, if I get a sample, let me make a success tag. Simply a very basic. We require tags in our day-to-day UI use cases. We do have multiple use cases involving tags. So see, this is a basic tag which we can also give style. We have also have style props like BG color, text color, border color style. We have multiple style props as well. We have the color support. We have proper documentation of each and everything that is present. And what are the basic thing that is most important from the security perspective is that we have XSS prevention. We do not use inner HTML. All DOM is done using document.createElement text container and set attribute method. We do follow a very strong input sanitization. We do follow color validation so that no arbitrary CSS injection can be done. We have style validation. We have no script injection. We have proper type checking, enum validations, length limits, color whitelisting, event handler validation. We have a shadow DOM. Specifically, we have a shadow DOM which actually all styles that are encapsulated in shadow DOM, that helps us to prevent from any styling leaks or conflicts. So basically, our main agenda or motto is to provide you a secured UI library in which you can use the components very easily with the very lightweight code, very lightweight set of code, so that you can just plug and play the components, use React like features, but without a lot of JavaScript hydration, which can be also a threat to the security thing as well. So you have made used a React like component in a basic HTML CSS JavaScript. And in theoretically to speak, for many basic websites, HTML CSS JavaScript plain websites load fast and have a better SEO if you use any kind of a framework like React, as it uses CSR. We do have Next.js, but it also comes with some critical security vulnerabilities. So we need to focus on, if we have teams who need to focus or codes in specifically HTML, CSS, pure vanilla JS as code development, so they can look through the Ordezo Prism library. And we at Ordezo prefer coding something from scratch rather than using any third party framework or any frameworks at in usual. We believe that everything's foundation is at the core, so we try to develop it as well. So thank you guys for listening. This is the basic demo of Ordezo Prism. I hope you guys have understood how to get through and how to install this. If you still have any doubts, please leave a message in the contact section. Our team will reach you out and we will solve all kind of doubts. Thank you for listening, guys.